You want an entire pizza to yourself, but you don't want to break the calorie bank. Listen, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. I've been there. In fact, I'm literally there right now. Good thing I have a solution. Well, actually, three solutions. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're making three high protein, low calorie pizza recipes. They all have 50 grams of protein each and around 600 calories for the entire thing. So let's get started, shall we? So first up, we've got a classic cheese pizza, but this time the crust is made with blended cottage cheese and egg whites. Now I know what you might be thinking. Amanda and her cottage cheese again. How's this possibly gonna taste good? Guys, trust me, it tastes absolutely amazing. You cannot taste the cottage cheese. So mix up the dry ingredients first. Make sure to put the nutritional yeast. It gives it that like cheesy kind of kick. And of course, you're gonna blend the cottage cheese and the egg whites together before you mix it into the dough because we don't want the cottage cheese to be chunky. We want it to be blended. Now I've seen it on TikTok, like some people just put the regular cottage cheese not blended, but we're not gonna do that. So you're gonna actually take the pizza pan and put parchment paper on it. So you're just gonna spread it out with the back of a wet spoon into a circle. I personally didn't do a crust. I just made it more of a flatbread. That's totally fine if you wanna do a crust. And then yeah, just make it like as big as possible. Then you're gonna pop it in the oven until it's golden brown. Just make sure the edges aren't burned. And you're gonna remove the parchment paper before you put the toppings on. Now I would recommend heating up the tomato sauce because then when you put the cheese on, it's gonna be really melty after you put it in the oven versus if you don't do that, then the cheese might have a bit of trouble melting or you might like burn the crust before the cheese melts. So yeah, just warm up the tomato sauce. And if you want to spray the cheese with a bit of cooking spray, you could do that as well. It'll also help it be melty, just like a little bit though, so it won't affect macros. And look at how delicious that looks, nice and cheesy. I like to top it with some sea salt and some oregano. Again, you could also add like some turkey pepperoni or any like veggies to this pizza as well. I just want to make it nice and simple. Just look at that cheese pull. And yeah, also if you're a volume eater, maybe you want to cut this into 8 slices instead of 4, but I just did 4 because I don't know. I just thought that would look the best for the thumbnail. But yeah, this entire pizza has just over 600 calories, over 50 grams of protein. It's honestly my favorite out of this video. Very customizable, great cheese pull. You're going to want to use the low fat cheese, by the way, and not fat free. So in Canada, we don't have fat free cheese. I know in the US you do, but I've heard fat free cheese just does not melt very well. So you could also use a combination if you want, but yeah, low fat is totally fine for the macros. This looks so good. It's so easy to make and honestly a great option if you feel like ordering takeout, but you don't want to spend the money or the calories. Next up, we've got a Big Mac pizza. Now I felt like a celebrity because I posted a preview of this on my Instagram story and so many of you were asking it before I even had the recipe. So I know you guys are excited for this one. Dough is pretty simple. We're just gonna mix flour and some spices and the baking powder and then obviously the non-fat Greek yogurt. It's gonna be a little bit hard to mix. So you're gonna use a spoon at first and you're gonna have to use your hands to make sure to like have clean hands, flour them, whatever, with my orange nail polish. So once it's in a ball, guys, you'll see I put it on a rolling mat thing and this mat actually ended up being kind of crappy because I rolled it out. By the way, you use like a rolling pin or like a wine glass or just like a regular glass, whatever you have, and then it was sticking to the mat, which is really annoying because I don't know where my Temu mat went. That one was really good. But anyway, what I would recommend if you don't have a mat like this, just literally put the parchment paper out and then roll it on the parchment paper and put it right on the baking sheet. That would work best. So for this one, I made a crust. I just like rolled it in a little bit here and then I used a spoon to kind of even it out. You could also spray it with cooking spray. You could also do like a garlic crust or everything bagel crust if you want by putting spices, but I didn't have any everything bagel crust available. So yeah, you'll see here I kind of struggled with it and then I was like, why did I do that? But then I corrected the mistake in the next one. So you're gonna bake that and then you're gonna make the Big Mac sauce. So sugar-free ketchup is essential, and then instead of gross mayo, we're gonna use non-fat Greek yogurt and then mustard, of course, and the spices. Pretty simple. Bit of pickle juice, bit of diced pickles. You don't have to put the diced pickles in. You could just put the pickle juice. I guess you could also put vinegar, but I don't know. I just don't like the smell of just vinegar. I think it's disgusting. So now we got our crust, nice and golden, not burnt. And then, yeah, so instead of regular sauce, like tomato sauce, we're gonna use the Big Mac sauce. So delicious. Just make it like a Big Mac pizza. And then after that, you're gonna add your toppings after it's all spread out. It's very easy to spread out. So I use Beyond Meat, and then by the way, the package is 340 grams, and then I just use like 100 grams of that. So don't weigh it out from when it's cooked, just it has to be from when it was frozen. And then you put the mozzarella cheese on top. By the way, guys, I would recommend warming up the Big Mac sauce and then warming up the Beyond. Because then what I did the first time I made this recipe was I didn't do that. And then the Beyond was kind of cold. And then when I put the cheese and I put the onions on, the cheese didn't melt properly. And it was like kind of stringy and it looked bad. So yeah, my hot tip, I'd recommend doing that. And then after that, once it's done, I just put a little bit of diced pickles and sesame seeds on top just to make it look more burgery, you know? And then look at that cheese. It looks nice and melty. It honestly didn't take long to bake at all, which was great. Again, you could cut it into 4 slices or 8, just depending on what you want. Obviously, 8 feels more like volume eatery, but I just didn't feel like doing that. Got a little bit of a cheese pull here. I feel like sometimes when you put more toppings on it, you don't get as much of a cheese pull. I especially didn't get as much as the cottage cheese one, but this still looks absolutely delicious. Oh, I devoured this right after. I'm going to make this again and again. This pizza crust is very versatile, by the way. Like you'll see in the next recipe, I use the same one. And I will definitely make more pizzas in the future with this exact crust recipe. And lastly, we can't finish off this video without making a barbecue chicken pizza. Okay, so if you haven't realized it by now, I'm vegetarian. So if you see me using fake meat, don't panic. If you want to use real meat, that's cool too, okay? It'll probably be higher in protein. But for the crust recipe, we're using the same ingredients as the previous crust. Now, if you have like a food processor or something, I feel like this might be easier than just mixing together with a spoon and then your hands. But I didn't have one and we just use a big bowl to mix it together, okay? If it's too crumbly, it shouldn't be, but if it is, just add a little bit more Greek yogurt. So then I actually just rolled it out right in the parchment paper and I added some flour just to make the surface easier to roll it out. This rolling pin is like on its last leg. I feel like it's falling apart, which is why I'm not holding it properly because the edges of it are like rickety and they're about to like fall off. I don't even know. But anyway, we got it done. So you're going to roll out the dough to like kind of as thinly as possible to make it kind of as big of a pizza as possible because you want it to be nice and big. Then same as the other pizza, we're going to make the crust by just rolling in the edges. It's okay if it's a little bit uneven. I feel like for this one, it could have been a bit more of like a perfect circle, but I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. So then, yeah, you're going to make the crust. You can make it as thick or like as thin as you want. And then you could add like spray with a little bit of cooking spray. And then as I mentioned before, you could do like a garlic crust or everything bagel if you want. But otherwise, just bake the crust in the oven. And then for the shredded chicken, again, I use like a Tofurkey fake chicken brand. You're gonna add a little bit of spices and a little bit of the buffalo sauce, just a bit, because we're gonna actually make like a buffalo sauce thing after. So this step is optional. I actually mix a little bit of ranch seasoning, which again, you can find at any grocery store with the non-fat Greek yogurt. More on that later. We're going to put it on top. So I actually warmed up the hot sauce and then spread it out. And the reason I did this again is to make the cheese melt easier, because then otherwise sometimes if the rest of the toppings aren't warm, then the cheese doesn't melt. So you're going to put the mozzarella. Again, I use light mozzarella. I would not use fat-free unless you want it to like not melt at all. I guess you could use like a combination of if you want. I've seen other creators do that, but I don't even have access to fat-free. So you're going to sprinkle on the Tofurkey or the regular chicken or whatever. I don't even want to hear it in the comments. And then it's going to be covered in that barbecue sauce. Also, you might want to put a little bit of the cheese. Like you might want to put some of the cheese on the pizza and then the chicken and then the rest of the cheese on top. I realized that after, just because it'll look better. And yeah, you could put a bit of onion. That's why I did a little bit of sliced onion, a little bit of jalapenos, just because you want it to be spicy. See, spicy barbecue chicken. And then, yeah, you're just going to bake it for like 3 to 5 minutes, just until the cheese is melty. You don't want it to burn. And I decided to cut it into 4 slices. Again, this pizza cutter I have, I feel like I should get a better one because I feel like this one doesn't work very well. But yeah, for presentation purposes, I love using like a cutting board. It just looks so much better. And just look at how good that looks. Nice and hearty. And yeah, I'm glad I learned the trick about the melty cheese. So as you can see for the sauce, I just cut a small hole at the bottom of a Ziploc bag and then I was able to just drizzle it on top as if it's like frosting or something. But yeah, it adds extra protein, but totally optional. This looks so good, just over 600 calories, 50 grams of protein. I just love getting creative for meals because I feel like if you don't get creative, then you just get tempted to order takeout, and cooking should be fun, and like losing weight, hitting your fitness goals, like it shouldn't be boring. Life should be fun, and this pizza is fun. So I don't want to hear like, yeah, I just have to eat like boring chicken and rice to lose weight, because that's not true at all. And then, yeah, I just got some on my face, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed these recipes, and I'm sure you're looking for more dinner recipes, so I'll link a video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel. And I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.